Greetings, welcome back to my channel. I'm Messages from Lexi, and I'm super excited to be back with another timeless pick a card reading for y'all. For today, we're gonna get some quick tea to see who is currently obsessed and sending you evil eye. Okay, haters are gonna be exposed today. So I have 3 items y'all can choose from. Before I number them off, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been showing me support. Thank you to my kind, loving, supportive clients. Thank you to my client Sade for the very generous donation. Thank you to my client Akina for the very generous donation as well. Y'all have just been very great to me. I appreciate y'all being patient as I get back into the swing of things. Y'all, relocation is no joke, especially when you move states twice in 2 years. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, if you are new here, if you need a reminder, if you like to book readings, send donations, check out my other social media. Those links are always down below in my description box. Be careful of the scammers. Be careful of people pretending to be me but really ain't shit compared to Lexi. Okay, anyways, with that being said, I feel like I'm missing something, but it doesn't matter. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and number off these 3 items, and then we'll jump into your reading. So pile 1 is a perfume by Be Laird. This is a Geneva chocolate scent. Yum. Okay, because you know I like to smell like a snack. And then number 2 is Hypnotic Poison EDT by what, Dior? Yes, Dior. This literally, everybody tells me this is supposed to be almonds, but it smells like root beer. Okay, and then pile 3 is another scent by Be Laird. No, this is not sponsored. Okay, they don't know I exist. And this is gelato. So if you want to smell like an ice cream shop, baby, this stuff right here be have me smell like a snack. Although I will say the bad thing is I always coincidentally seem to binge on Ben & Jerry's when I put that on. So anyways, those are the 3 items, the 3 scents y'all have to choose from. If you've already chosen your item, that's great. I always put the timestamps down below. And if you need some more time, that's totally okay. You can go back, pause, meditate, do what you need to do to pick your proper item. Just understand your intuition is not the same as your eyes. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into greetings and welcome pile 1. Those of you guys who chose this Geneva chocolate perfume, let's get, you know, this just looks like a fire hazard. That looks like a fire hazard. So let me just so pile 1, let's get this energy to see who is sending you evil eye, who's obsessed. Gratatata. Okay, so actually I'm gonna use this sound very high frequency, so be careful if y'all have on earphones, but I'm gonna clear the energy with this sound. I don't have my normal little knocker thing, so we're gonna have to be a little resourceful. Period. Okay, so ancestors and spirit guides are the highest good of pile 1. Please tell me why they always hate it. Okay, yeah, this is somebody who's definitely jealous. This is someone who's definitely on that hateration. Okay, this is someone who feels like they're not as successful as you, or they feel like they're not as pretty as you. This is someone who's mad because you have pretty privilege. You guys could work in the entertainment industry. For others of you, just naturally have this creative talent that makes this person feel very jealous. Okay, they feel like you're able to get opportunities that they don't have access to, either through your creative talents, your creative thinking, or through your looks. It could be all of it. Okay, this is giving like makeup artist, model, actor, singer, dancer, spiritualist, you know, influencer, social media manager, you work at Ulta, you know, that type of thing. Okay, yeah, we have art that came out. This person feels like they're lacking the creative energy that you have, the creative energy and or the sensuality. I just feel like it either, for most of you guys, it's either or, but for some of you, it's both. So don't feel like you have to put yourself in a box, okay? But either the sensuality or the creativity they feel like they're lacking, they see that you have. And they understand that, you know, you're able to get certain opportunities they're unable to get because you possess this energy and this talent. And so this person obsesses over, you know, you because they just see you so effortlessly living in the truth that they wish that they had, okay? We have the 10 of Pentacles and the defeat in reverse. Now, this is somebody who's connected to your work. This is a different person, okay? This is someone who's connected to your work. Or if you're on bad terms with your parents, this is a parent, okay? Like you grew up having a bad relationship with a parent. Not like, you know, you never met them or you never lived with them or you met them when you were adult. No, this is for those of you where you specifically lived with one or both parents and you had a very rough relationship with them. They are sending you evil eye because they felt like you were supposed to, I'm hearing survivor, you were supposed to fail without them. You know, I'm hearing survivor by Destiny's Child. You are a survivor and they feel like you were going to be destroyed when they kicked you out or when you branched out or left them, something of that nature. And for others of you, this is like if you work in corporate or you just have a job that's not the typical, you know, CSR rep, restaurant worker, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just seeing like for those of you specifically where you're more advanced in your career path, there's a coworker that's kind of sending you evil eye. For some of you, this is a boss. They're intimidated by you. They feel like you're on the track to take their position or advance beyond them. So be careful of people trying to take your work. Be careful of a boss or coworker looking for ways to put you down. Be careful of, you know, situations where you put in all the effort on a project or you did something and then someone else put their name on it and got credit for it. Because I do see you're at risk of like your work being plagiarized, taken, someone else getting credit for something you did, and this person specifically plotting against you because they feel like you're going to advance beyond them and they're not okay with that. Okay, especially if you're like a woman or a minority in your workspace. And I don't mean minority like you're just black. I mean like if you're in an office mainly full of black people and you white, if you in an office mainly full of white people and you're Indian, like I'm not saying just like minority is and you have to be black, but I mean like you are the least represented type of person in your office. Okay, so don't take it too literally. I'm not talking about census minority. Okay, but I'm just seeing there's something that's very different about you. It could be your sexuality, it could be your race, it could be your culture, it could be your religion, it could be your age. Okay, listen, if you're very young or very old, you understand what I mean by the age. Hello, but there's something about you that's very different and that also triggers people. They don't want to see you win as well. Okay, like she's only 21 and she's our boss. You know, they're not even from the country, but they are whatever, right? So there's a certain level of additional animosity there towards you because there's just something about you that's very different compared to the rest of the office or the workforce or the company that you're immersed with. Okay, and it could even be if you're more self-employed, it's more so the industry. Y'all, I have my windows open. I have my screen door open. So if you hear them sirens, okay, my apologies. She said she's on fire, calling me fire. Yep, boss. Every time I see this card, I think of the Emperor's New Groove, okay? But anyways, this is the Emperor card if y'all don't know. This definitely could be a boss or, again, a parent, someone who had authority over you or still has authority over you and they want to abuse it and use it to make sure that you don't get ahead. So I will say if this is more so resonating for your current, you know, workspace, y'all need to get out or at least make sure you're moving very cautiously. And for those of you where, you know, this is the parent, then this is a confirmation that you did the right thing by separating yourself from them because they're very toxic and the way they view you is very toxic and they're actively sending you, you know, not so great energy. Like I thought I wouldn't sell without you and I sold now $1 million, you know. Thought I couldn't see without you, but perfect vision. Like some of y'all really need to go listen to Survivor by Destiny's Child. Like I damn near want to put it on, but anyways, they definitely want to keep that energy to your face though. Like this is someone who, workplace wise, this is someone who wouldn't admit that they're intimidated by you. Okay, this isn't someone who would let you think like, oh, you know, I don't like you. You need to watch out for me. Like this is a, what do they call it? Snake in the grass, a wolf in sheep's clothing. And for those of you where this is the family member, this is just someone who simply never can admit when they're wrong. They could have gaslighted you. They could be very unempathetic towards you. Okay, like trying to use your emotions against you. I'm hearing reactionary or reactive abuse, okay? Like provoking you intentionally and then blaming you for your reaction and not taking responsibility for their actions. Like there's just, I'm seeing a lot of gaslighting, a lot of trying to pull the wool over your eyes, okay? A lot of trying to make you feel like you're crazy. Like, did she just take my talking points that we discussed in the meeting and not give me credit? Nah, I'm just crazy. Or, you know, my parent did XYZ, or they said XYZ to me and it hurt my feelings, but then when I try and tell them, they're like, no, I didn't say that, you just crazy. Okay, so I'm seeing like, regardless of which situation resonates both, wow, that was so terrible. Regardless of which situation resonates for you, I don't understand why I said both. So maybe both will resonate for y'all. Like that was just like, I had to take a second. Like, really? Did I just say that? Did that just come out my mouth? I need to stop drinking so much damn coffee, because what? But regardless of what resonates for y'all, the common denominator in both piles is the fact that they try to make you feel crazy when you kind of either confront them or when you start to catch on to the fact that something ain't right with these people. So understand that regardless of if this is a parent or the coworkers that resonates most with you, the reason why they're sending you evil eyes because they're intimidated. They feel like you're going to surpass them. You know, this is the type of parent where they don't want their kid to do better than them. They don't want their kid to be stronger. They don't want their kid to be more handsome. They don't want their kid to be more pretty. They don't want their kid to be more wealthy. Like, they're competing with you. And again, you know, if this is the boss or the coworker, they don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you move beyond them. They don't want to see that you have more money than them or that you're, you know, advancing farther in your career than them. Okay, so that's funny. I didn't even notice that. So on my lap, victory came out, 6 of Wands. Like, they see you as a success. They're intimidated by your success. They see more of your potential than what you see in yourself, is what Spirit is telling me. And the thing about it is, when you start understanding your potential more, then you'll start to see that you have more to protect than what you've initially given yourself credit for. When you're not seeing your potential, you're not going to realize like, oh, okay, well, I really am fucking smarter than a lot of these people. I need to protect my ideas. Or, you know, I am very beautiful. I need to protect my beauty. I need to be cautious of people are intimidated by that. So you guys don't fully see your potential yet. But as you guys start to acknowledge how awesome you are, then you'll understand you have a lot that you need to protect. And right now, these people see more potential in you than what you see in yourself, and they're trying to prey on that. They're trying to destroy it before you can make the most out of it. Okay, so be very careful of this. You know, evil eye isn't always like conscious. It's not always like, I want this person to fail. But with these with these people, it's very conscious. They want you to fail, and it's because your success, your potential, what you have already achieved and what you have the potential to achieve really has these people shaking in their boots. And instead of leveling up for themselves, they're trying to tear you down. So okay, like, period. So so that's what I have for you, pile 1. Interesting reading. Like, share, comment, subscribe, or run them donations. You know what to do. Otherwise, I'm sending you love and wishing you the best. You guys are the shit. Don't forget it. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Greetings and welcome, pile 2. Those of you guys who chose this hypnotic poison, let's get this energy, that big energy, to see who's currently obsessed and sending you evil eyes. So I'm going to be clearing the space a little bit with this sound. I said to pile 1, I totally forgot to get my knocker thing, and I did it again. So we just gonna be a little bit resourceful over here. Okay, so period. So let's see, what deck do I want to use for you, pile 2? Who's hitting on you? Ancestors and spirit guides to the highest good of pile 2. Ancestors and spirit guides to the highest good of pile 2. Who's sending pile 2 evil eye? The Queen of Wands. This is someone with very fiery personality. 3 of Wands, very fiery temper, foresight. Whether or not you realize it, this person is doing a little bit they're doing a little bit more than just sending you evil eyes. So I don't want you all to freak out. But as I was saying that, I flip over this card, and what is on here? The Magician. So, you know, and I already saw it with this 3 of Wands. Like, this could be a library, but this is definitely looking like, you know, conjuration. This person is a wizard, a witch, a conjurer, a hoodoo, voodoo, queen, you know, king. I'm being slightly melodramatic with the names, okay? So don't take it too serious. But ultimately, this person is doing work on you, okay? And I'm giggling because I could already tell some of y'all are going to freak out. Like, if you're not already spiritually with the shits, I could already feel some of y'all are going to freak out. And if you look at this card, like, I feel like I just took a shower, so I think I kind of messed up my camera on my phone because I had oil on my hands. But it's really hard to see. It's extra smudgy on the camera today, so my apologies. But I'm going to try and show y'all anyways. Like, there's potions. Like, there's potions and stuff. And there's a song lyric by Doja Cat. I really wish I could remember the song. I hope I can remember to Google it after this. But she says, you're trying to cast spells on a bitch with potions. I need devotion. So for some of y'all, you know, this is like a scorned ex-lover. For others of you, this is more so like an ex-friend, or someone has a crush on you, but they're same sex, and no, you're not into them, not into that. Okay. The Magician. Now, I will say, not everybody innocent in this pile. You know, if you've been sending some work towards somebody, now listen. You know, I do hoodoo. At least that's one of the things we do. So don't get it twisted. We don't do the rule of three. You know, karma, I already posted a video about this, but the way a lot of people try to use karma is not what it means. Okay, it's a Southeastern Asian thing. Go look it up, because the way most people view karma, especially in these karma readings, is not what karma really means. And I say that to say that, to give a disclaimer that if you've been, you know, throwing work on people, I'm not saying that you're right or wrong. I'm not saying you're good or bad. But what I will say is if you've been doing some type of, you know, work against somebody else, or if you've been trying to do some love work on somebody, especially if they're already taken, understand that, you know, if you don't do some protection work, your ass is grass and this person is finna mow it, because they're powerful. This isn't just like no lightweight, I've been, you know, practicing using Google spells for a year and I know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, so if you guys aren't seasoned, if you're not well laced, then I highly don't recommend that you try and handle this yourself. Okay, and if you are a practitioner, if you are seasoned, if you do know what it is that you're doing, get onto your protection work, get onto your return to sender work. Okay, now you piss this person off. Okay, you piss this person off. We have turmoil. If you got somebody like fired from their job, or if you're one of those Twitter fingers trying to expose people on Twitter, or if you were internet beefing with somebody, or if you like got in the way of somebody's bag, like customer service representative was pissing you off and you cussed them out and got them fired, or your coworker, you know, you pissed them off and got them fired, like understand they're doing some work on you. Okay, like, and again, I'm just seeing some of you guys have been trying to do love workings, or you've been trying to do baneful magic on, you know, somebody, and they have someone else doing magic on them. Like, for example, and this is funny because it sounds like, I don't know, anyways, I'm not gonna get into that, but for example, some of y'all are trying to do like a return to me, or come to me, or I love you boy, or whatever, and some of y'all don't even know this person's already in a commitment. But understand, if you've been doing love working on somebody, their SO or whoever they're dealing with, they know. Okay, even if it's just someone they're hunching, this person sees you as a competition and they're trying to get your ass out of it. So essentially, you guys are dealing with spiritual warfare. I totally just kicked my tripod, y'all, I'm sorry. But essentially, you guys are dealing with spiritual warfare, and I'm seeing multiple different situations. For some of you, you just got multiple different things, like multiple different people doing work on you. But the main thing I'm getting is, like, if you got in the way of somebody's bag, if you've already tried doing magic on somebody, or if you're trying to do some love or swinging work on somebody, understand that, you know, it's getting sent back to you. Somebody's doing some real hardcore, like, conjure magic, or they're trying to. Okay, like, this ain't no lightweight. Like, if you've been struggling with money problems with the Five of Pentacles, or if you're typically really good at materializing and manifesting things, but it just hasn't been happening, understand it's a result of this work that this person's doing. So this ain't just no evil eye. This is straight up conjure magic. Okay, the King of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, or upright. Let's see. Yeah, like you fucked around and found out is what I'm getting for some of y'all. Okay, so like, even on this King of Wands, this is a wizard, you know. So the Three of Wands, the King of Wands, the Magician, like, all these cards are confirming that there's work being put on you. Okay, like, you really pissed somebody off, and you know, it's not to say they did deserve it, it's not to say they didn't deserve it. I don't really have any feelings towards it, because we don't do rule of three, we don't do that karma bullshit over here, because I actually know what it means. You know, I'm actually educated on the matter. So don't get all up in your feelings and think I'm judging you, because, you know, there is no right and no wrong in the spiritual realm. So with that being said, we have the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, Revolution. Yeah, this person's going hard. They're either using in tranquil spirits or fiery spirits, very strong warrior type spirits that they're trying to send your way, or very fiery items like no blood, no oil, like peppers, or just fiery spirits. Okay, Revolution, Ace of Wands, the Hermit. You don't interact with this person doesn't deal with you. It's been a minute. Listen, literally though, like, if you got somebody fired from their job, then they're coming for your pockets in every way, shape, or form. Okay, they're coming for your pockets. And a lot of y'all, like, I'm getting some of y'all don't know, like, this person exists, but that's more so like those of you doing the love magic. Even on the Hermit card, bro, they have a little altar in the window. Y'all, I really fucked up. So I put on 2 lotions and a skin oil when I get out the shower, because baby got to be smooth as a baby's butts. But when I pick up my phone, sometimes I get the camera greasy. And the reason why that's a problem is because I keep trying to show y'all, like, the Hermit literally has candles and, you know, like an altar in the window. And then we have the conjure oils and potions and the 3 of Wands. And then we have the King of Wands, where he's a straight up wizard, okay, down to the wand and all. You know, then we have the Magician card, which is typically what we would use to symbolize materializing things with magic, okay? So, yeah, this person's hardcore doing work on you. You know, you might want to fight fire with fire, spiritually speaking. You know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely getting for some of you guys, though, you're spiritual workers. You got some jealous energy around you. You know, that's just part of the spiritual community. It's so ghetto in the spiritual community. Like, folks be mad and just be doing shit just to be mad, you know, just to flex. I'm the most powerful conjurer of them all. And I feel like some of y'all are dealing with that right now. Like, you just minding your business, trying to help your clients, but there's like 1 or 2 salty ass people trying to prove something. Like, why do they got all the clients? I'm the stronger conjurer. Well, let me go throw some work their way because I'm jealous, you know? So I do feel like some of you guys are spiritual workers, and you are getting exposed to the more darker side of how the spiritual community could be, which is why y'all don't ever see me collaborate with people, which is why y'all barely see me watch other people's channels. Not because I don't want to support, but because when you open up them doors in the spiritual community, it just, all that other stuff follows. So I do feel like some of y'all are spiritual workers, or you're trying to do the whole YouTube tarot or, you know, conjurer thing, even if it's like more in person and not online, and understand that with that territory comes some problems, and you're being exposed to those problems now. So ancestors and spirit guides are the highest good of pile to any other projections. Yeah, courage. Yeah, intensity. Yeah, this person ain't no punk. Like, this person ain't no punk. Okay, this person ain't no punk. And again, like, some of you guys, that we have courage and projections. Like, I will say there are some people who feel like you are messing up the practice, or exposing the practice, or telling too many secrets, especially if you're online, and they're wanting to stop you because you had the courage to put yourself out there, okay? And with this intensity here, this could very well be someone who has more years on you, or an elder. And again, they're just working with very strong spirits. So, you know, there's no need to freak out, especially if you know how to do your own work. But just get up on your protection work, and you should be cool, okay? I mean, just don't slack on your spiritual hygiene, right? So that's what I have for you, pile 2. Interesting reading. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Run them donations. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And literally, don't freak out, y'all. Don't freak out. But anyways, have a great rest of your day. Greetings and welcome, pile 3. Those of you guys who chose this gelato scented perfume. Honestly, like, if I was not sitting next to a candle, I will put this shit on right now, because this literally smells like an ice cream store. But anyways, we gonna start off with clearing the energy with sound. And I'm so mad at myself, I forgot. Is it a mallet? I forgot what it's called, but we gonna be resourceful here, okay? Period. Yeah, I always have my coffee right before these readings, so I'm always a little bit like more hyper towards the end versus when I'm starting. But anyways, I'm hearing I can't let go. Okay, this is someone who feels rejected by you, friend or lover. This is someone who feels rejected by you. Time to go just came out. Not for you is at the bottom, like, immediately. I didn't even really get to, excuse me, I didn't even really get to shuffle, okay? Like, they're already coming out. Not for you, time to go. This is somebody, yeah, you broke a cycle round and round. Listen, so this person isn't sending you the intentional evil eye that I got for the first 2 piles. So if you don't know, evil eye isn't always intentional, meaning someone could be jealous, or they could be upset, they could be mad at you, but not necessarily actively wishing that harm will come towards you. But because they have so much energy behind those resentful, angry, jealous feelings towards you, that can start to impact you as if they sent some towards you intentionally, okay? So I say that to say this person isn't intentionally sending you evil eye. You broke out of a cycle with this person. This could have been a very long time friend. This could have been a long time lover. This could have been someone that you went back and forth with, you know, situationship, blah, da, 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 break up to make up. You always fighting with your friend, or, you know, for some of you it was more so like you put more into it than they put in. So it's like you were fighting for something that they really weren't fighting for, and you just felt like you were constantly stuck in a loop of putting in effort while they just kind of reap the benefits of the effort you put in. Okay, listen, it literally says nope on this fortune cookie. I've had this deck for years, and I just now noticed that. Y'all probably can't see, okay? I got my little after shower body oil on the camera, and it's been driving me crazy. But anyways, yeah, you broke out of a cycle with this person. You're no longer dealing with them. You're no longer in communication with them. We have exchanging gifts. Yeah, chopped wood. You gave a lot to this person exchanging gifts. They didn't give to you, so you had to sweep them out of your life. And for some of you, I will say they swept you out of their life first, and then they tried to come back. You were like, nah, you. Nah, F you. Like, especially if this is low-key kind of abusive, but I'm not going to get into that. But especially if they were the type to give you like the silent treatment, like, oh, if you don't behave in a certain way in which I want you to behave, then I'm just going to block you, ignore you, and come back when I want something from you. Y'all, that's abuse, okay? All right, some of y'all need to hear that. It's not a twin flame thing. It's not a soulmate thing. It's not a, oh my God, oh, he's a runner chaser. No, that's abuse, okay? Spirit wanted me to clarify that. So anyways, like, I'm getting for some of y'all, this person cut you off after, doing the whole back and forth thing. You were finally like, nope, you wanted to go, so you can stay out the door. Goodbye. Good riddance. Okay, Auf Wiedersehen. I think that's the right way. I used to say that in preschool. Don't judge, y'all. But this person is like pissed. They were so used to be able to use you, come in, leave, come back, leave. They were able to use you for money or attention or a shoulder to cry on, because I'm getting friend, lover energy. Like, for some of you, this was supposed to be a best friend. For some of you, this is supposed to be like your lover and everything else in between, okay? But you said no. Like, you walked out the door, and this time I locked it behind you. And now this person is really salty. Now this person's really upset. Now this person is taking a long time, though. Like, I'm getting you guys haven't spoken to this person in a while. For some of you, it's been a couple years. And I'm hearing like trigger, okay? They were triggered by something, and I keep forgetting to take these earphones out, so I really hope it doesn't interrupt this reading. But they were triggered by something, meaning they saw someone, they heard someone, or they smelled something or someone that reminded them of you. And then all of a sudden they got the memories, and then they started thinking like, oh wow, I did fuck up. Because what I'm getting is, when you guys initially fell apart, like for the final time, okay, for the final time, they blocked you out. They could have literally blocked you, but it's like they blocked you out. They just didn't think about it. Like, they buried you deep inside somewhere. They just stopped thinking about you, and it's hard to miss somebody. It's hard to feel guilt. It's hard to feel anything if you're just not acknowledging what is there. But something happened. They saw like a person, they thought it was you, like a deja vu. Beyonce, I'm hearing that, okay? Or they smelled a perfume or a treat, right, that reminded them of you. And all of a sudden, it's like these memories came back. They remember how they felt when you touched them, or they remember what it felt like to have a friend they could call. They recalled these things that they initially took for granted. And now all those feelings of like guilt or sadness, jealousy, etc., that they repressed in regards to you, they're like flooding to the surface. And for quite a few of you, it's been a long time, like 6 months, a year, 2 months, 3 years. Like, I'm feeling for some of you, it's been a long time. And it's like there's this added intensity of this has been boiling underneath the surface for so long, and now it's like a volcano, like lava is just exploding out of this person. And what is this lava made up of? Guilt, resentment, jealousy, but not resentment towards you as much as resentment towards themselves for being such an idiot towards you, okay? Now the reason why evil eye is being sent towards you is because this person is obsessed, but they're not obsessed with wishing ill on you. They're obsessed with trying to figure out, what are you doing? When they look, okay, so some of you guys recently, I'm hearing dating apps. So some of you guys recently are like started putting yourself out there, like to try and start dating. Some of you guys recently moved back to an area, like you moved away from this person and you moved back somewhere closer to the same area. I'm just getting like, you've been putting yourself out there, or you've recently come back towards this person and they've gotten wind of it, right? So they could have saw on your social media, or you're dating again, or you're back in the same area, or you have a new best friend, or they could have saw your account on a dating app, or one of their friends could have been like, hey, isn't that person you used to deal with, whatever, right? They've caught a wind of you basically trying to move on, and it triggers feelings of anger. They're angry at themselves, and then this anger that they're feeling when they're looking at your pictures, or when they're thinking about you, it's transferred towards them. Or they're jealous because you're moving on, or you appear to have moved on, because some of y'all ain't moved on from this person or what they did, and then they get jealous because you're like, well, who are you moving on with? Who's your new friend, or who's your new lover, or la 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 la. And then that jealous energy transfers to you because you're who they're thinking about. So it's like they're obsessed with you. They're obsessed with trying to figure out what's going on with you. They're obsessed with trying to figure out why you stopped allowing them to, do XYZ, etc. And it's like all these not so great things that they're feeling while they're obsessed with you, they're transferring over to you. So I will say some of you guys have been having dreams about this person. Some of you guys have been having unexplained like feelings of rage, resentment, jealousy, and you're picking up on this person's energy. So it's a very interesting situation. Yeah, 9 of emotions in reverse. Like, I swear, this is a tale that's as old as fucking time. Listen, 3 of Pentacles, yeah. So listen, for the love, I'm trying not to cringe because this is like so typical, right? But for those of you where this is more so like the lover or the ex-FWB, whatever, you know, dog. My dog is right here. He was tickling my knee, but with his ear. But for those of you with his like the love, romantic, FWB, whatever, this person is now ready to settle down. They've now matured. They've now the green light has gone off. Now I want a relationship. Now I want marriage. Now I want kids. Now I want what pile 3 wanted. But I waited until after I fucked them over to start wanting it and missing them. And it's funny because they want what they want. There's a certain like image or a certain type of person they thought that they were supposed to settle with, or that they thought they wanted to settle with, and all that glitters is not gold, basically, and it's not giving what it's supposed to give, okay? And see, now that they're ready to settle down, now that they're ready for all these things, and they're starting to look from the lens of, I'm not just trying to use people, but I actually want something real, they're like, oh shit. Everything I want, pile 3 had, but I was so busy treating them like ish that I didn't realize it. Big cringe. Okay, and then for those of you where this is more so along the lines of like your friend or best friend, this person is like, oh my god, you know, we were supposed to be like the BFFs traveling, or we were supposed to build a business together, we were supposed to be able to come together and build our dream lives together. We're supposed to be building our dream lives together, and now that, you know, I'm wishing I had someone to build my life with that's not just romantic, or now that I'm feeling lonely despite having a boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm realizing that the friend that I took advantage of was really hard to find, because all these people I have around me are superficial. I can't build my dreams with this person, and the type of, you know, best friend or friend that I want, I had in pile 3, but I effed it up. So, you know, regardless of what situation resonates the most, it's like the same feelings of regret. So, you know, do with that information what you would like. I'm judging the hell out of these people. I'm not gonna front, but it's really not up to me. It's up to you. Do what your heart tells you to do. Just make sure you're protecting it. Okay, pile 3. So with that being said, yeah, like spirit keeps saying, do what your heart is telling you to do. So don't listen to me. You know, don't listen to you know, don't listen to what Google tells you. I mean, you can listen to me if you get a reading about it, of course, but ultimately, you know, just go with your heart. If you want to deal with this person, great. If you don't want to deal with the person, great, but do what you want to do. Don't do what you feel like you have to do, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile 3. Like, share, comment, subscribe, random donations, you know what to do. I'm wishing you the best and sending you love, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.